What is up, guys? Happy First Amendment Week.
And welcome back to College Crisis.
This is episode 3. And if you're new here, go watch episode 1 and 2 after this one, okay? And if you would like us to help you with your very own college crisis, fill out the form linked in the description and the Eastern Progress Instagram bio.
Before we get started, we wanted to give a quick shout out to all of our viewers so far. We are so thankful for all of the support we have gotten in the last 2 videos.
Absolutely. And we wanted to let you guys know that we appreciate every view, like, and comment beyond words can explain.
Now, of course, we gotta start things off with a crisis of our own. It's time for our SOS segment. So, Madison, what is going on in your life right now?
Okay, so I need to go to the dentist, and I'm so scared. I'm so scared.
What do you mean? Why do you need just for your
just
checkup?
for my routine, and this is the first time that I'm having to schedule my own dentist appointment.
Oh no!
And I'm really scared. I'm being very vulnerable right now. Listen. I did have to schedule my own eye doctor appointment, which was bad enough. Okay, that was stressful and scary, and quite frankly, I don't know. Like, have you ever had to schedule your own dentist appointment?
Okay, I have a secret. My mom still makes all of my appointments for me.
Hey, my parents did too up until this
I will
year.
cry. I literally have such bad anxiety. I'm like, Mom, please.
And like, what's worse is the dentist that I went to literally my entire childhood is gone. Like, they're out of business. They don't operate anymore.
Oh, so you don't know like who takes your insurance or what?
No.
Oh, so you have to like go researching.
Yeah, I mean, my dad recommended a dentist to me, but it's not in Richmond, it's in Louisville, which I'm from Louisville. Shout out Louisville, but
But when you go home, you can go, right?
Yeah, but I have to do everything and schedule it and call, and that's scary. It's a crisis. I'm in a crisis.
I don't know what it's like to make my own appointment, but I know what it's like. I mean, obviously, I've made my own appointments for, like, other things, but I know what it's like to go in and fill out all their paperwork, and they're like, can I have your insurance card? And I'm like, there's, like, 3 of them. I know.
They're always like, okay, who's, like, they ask me so many questions, and I'm like, I don't know.
It's hard to understand. I don't know anything. I am 19 years old. I don't know anything about insurance. I don't know anything about taxes. I don't know how to change a flat tire.
I do.
Good.
I know how to change a flat tire because of personal experience. But anyways, what's your overall recommendation going forward?
I would definitely probably choose the one in Louisville if that's the one that your dad said is the best.
Okay.
And are your parents like making you do it on your own?
I mean, well, they want me to do it on my own, right? I mean, I'm sure if I came to my dad or my mom in like a crying fit and was like, please, they would do it for me.
Honestly, I would call whoever the place is, and then I would have them on speaker and have one of your parents next to you. Seriously, I'm being
That's actually
so
brilliant.
real.
That's brilliant.
And be like, hey, if I have any questions, can you like help me answer? But don't be like, what's my age? Be like, Dad,
What's my age is crazy.
What's my last name?
What year was I born again? Okay.
But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, have them next to you just to like guide you and be like, if you have a question. Yeah, that's all I got.
Well, thank you for talking that through with me. I
Of
feel a little
course.
better already, and hopefully I'll schedule my dentist appointment before the next episode.
No problem. I'm here to help as always.
All right, now we got one submission on the Google form, and let's just say that's a great start. That is a great start. We're happy with that, and we will be covering that submission today, but we're also going to be covering a couple posts from everyone's favorite subreddit, Am I the A-hole?
This is the College Crisis Hotline. Madison, what do you have in store for us today?
All right, we're going to start off with our submission, and thank you so much for placing your trust in us. We hope we can do you justice here today. All right.
But take what we say with a grain of salt.
Literally.
We are not professionals.
No, we're not professionals. That was almost the name of the show. We are not professionals, but we decided on College Crisis. Okay.
Yeah.
It goes as follows. I started working at a fast food place here in Richmond, and I have such a strong opinion about the general population after working there over 6 months. A lot of the college students that come in are tired and don't want to talk, so they order and they're on their way. Others come in and seem like they want to be seen, and I'm someone who will make conversation as long as I possibly can to make them comfortable. Sometimes you need that one person to see you for you to be okay, you know? Real. Anyways, the older generations have been dogging us younger people for so long, but that is BS because most of the guests who make me feel like crap are older people. I have a script I have to follow and I try to personalize it, but sometimes the older people will get frustrated that I can't put their side in, that I can't put their side in before they tell me if they want to customize their burger.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Yeah. It's unnecessary to be rude to me, real. But when they do, I send them off with I hope you start having a better day.
Stop.
I'm never rude back, but that rudeness and cruelty of it makes me lose faith in humanity. We have a rough election this year, real, and people are already so divided, real. Am I wrong for being discouraged by a few rude people? I try and be positive all the time, but it can get to be so overwhelming for me.
Well, thank you for being honest with us and sharing, first of all.
Period.
First of all, I think we both know what it's like to work in fast food.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think we've talked about this on here before, but...
And let me just say, old heads are the worst. Okay, okay, sorry.
They act like they're so nice, and some of them are. Some of them are.
Yeah.
But a lot of them aren't.
What gets me is the entitlement. They're like, okay, I'm like pushing 80 now, so you have to like do everything that I... Listen, the customer isn't always right.
No.
The customer... I'm getting like a flashback right here, you know what I mean? Like, I used to work at Cracker Barrel as well as Zaxby's. Am I allowed to company drop? I don't know. I don't care. And a lot of the people that would come into... Okay, back when I worked at Cracker Barrel, I had long hair. I was pretty straight passing, but you could tell. Oh my gosh, people had that homophobic gaze in their eyes, and they could just like sniff it out, you know what I mean? And so I'd be helping somebody, and they would be like... like looking at me with that I know what you are like kind of stare, and it's like they're so mean. Old people are mean. But anyways, what I'm trying to get at here, you are not a bad person.
No.
For not being able to be positive.
Absolutely not.
You know, and especially with what you said about the rough election coming up, it is real, you know. Especially with we've got a lot of global conflict going on in the world today. We've got so much hoopla.
Yeah.
And it is hard to be positive. It's hard to stay positive.
Yeah, and I'm not going to share, like, my opinion on politics on here, but it's like, if somebody has a different opinion than me, I'm not going to be like, you're freaking stupid. Like, I don't think
sometimes.
Like, I don't think that is something that should make you not like a person. And first of all, it's none of their business. So if they judge you for that...
Yeah.
And you say that you are trying to, like, not be discouraged in people and are, like, losing faith in people. Like, I get that. And I'm going to, like, fill in on a Christian's perspective. Like, I am Christian, but a lot of people who say they're Christian, like these elderlies, don't act Christian.
Period.
Like, I am Christian, but I also believe that you should be able to love whoever you want. Mm-hmm. Because you're not supposed to judge people. Yeah. And I think that if they're doing that, then you are literally doing the best that you can do.
Yeah.
So.
And as an ex-Catholic, you know, you do not have to be religious to be a good person. Let's make that very clear, okay? And a lot of these people that come in and they're just really rude. You know what? Religion doesn't even matter at this point. Just be nice. Just be nice. And yeah, I think that you are not wrong for being discouraged. I wouldn't let it get to you because, you know, your mental health is always a priority. And, you know, but don't set an unrealistic expectation for yourself to be positive all the time. That's not human. That's not real. That's not.
And I love your, like, smart aleck comment where you said, I hope you start having a better day. Yeah, I think that's hilarious.
Keep doing that. That's awesome.
That is hilarious. And it's also like, wait, what did you just say to me?
Right.
So.
Yeah, I'm reading over this to make sure we covered everything. But, yes. Yeah, I think keep doing you. Try to be positive, but, hey, we all have our days. Yeah. Don't beat yourself up over it.
Exactly.
All right, let's get into Reddit.
Thank you so much for sending in your question, though.
Thank you. All right, this first one says, Would I be the a-hole if I report one of my group members at school for lying about her participation?
Oh, no.
I, 20-year-old female, grouped with a few people this semester for our final project. One of them has never really made any contribution and always plays the I have mental health issues when we tried to make her do the work. In reality, she just keeps going out to parties with her friends. Anyway, last week we have a project poster presentation, right, where this unkind woman just ditched us, not answering any text the day before this poster was due, and did not attend class at all. The professor gave her a 0, and me and the other group members, later found out that she was at a pool party from dusk till dawn.
Oh my God.
And just let us deal with the poster ourselves. Yet, someone from our class overheard me and told me that they heard that she lied to our professor, that she made a significant contribution to the poster, and that she communicated with us early on about her part, then proceeded to say that she had an anxiety attack that day, which is why she didn't attend class. The professor is now considering changing her grade to match us. Just the thought of it made me fume, and we still have proof that she's never communicated ahead, and her pictures are that day at the pool with her friends. We have those. Would I be the a-hole for bringing it up? No.
No, absolutely not. First of all, as somebody who struggles with mental health, to use it as an excuse for everything when that's clearly not what you were
so
doing.
Annoying.
It boils my blood. Like, I understand, like, if you actually do suffer from mental health, you know that sometimes you need a break and sometimes you literally do have anxiety attacks.
Absolutely.
But don't sit there and, like, basically mock someone else for their mental health issues and use it as an excuse.
Yeah, the people who do that shed a really negative light on people who actually do struggle with mental health, and that really grinds my gears like no other.
This is literally from 8 hours ago. If you are watching this, I doubt you are, but if you are...
She's probably at a pool party from dusk till dawn. What are you doing? Like... Oh.
Hey, that don't sound bad, though.
That don't sound bad, though, but...
Well, I couldn't stay up that late.
If you have anxiety, why are you out partying? If you have anxiety, why are you...
I mean, I have anxiety, and, I mean, underage, you know, doing bad stuff is bad, guys. Don't do it. But, like, obviously, if you want to go out and have a good time with your friends, that's something. And if you feel overwhelmed, you can leave. But don't sit there and tell two completely different stories.
Well, it's just like, okay, if your anxiety is so bad that you can't work on a poster for crying out loud, you do not need to go to a party. That you need to go to a therapist.
Okay, I just have a question. Why are we still making posters in college? Because I stopped making posters in, like, middle school.
I made a poster in one of my classes.
Really?
I'm so serious.
Everything I do is online.
It wasn't for a final. That's a little crazy. But that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about you are not the a-hole. She's the a-hole. Crazy excuse. Don't use your mental illness card like it's...
No.
You know,
I hate when
it
people
decreases
do
the value of it over time the more you use it. So, you know, you got to pick and choose wisely when to say, I need a mental health day, which is fine. Take a mental health day, but don't do it every single
day. Like, I have had to take one for class a bunch of times, more than I'm willing to admit, but when it's every day, it's like...
That's an issue that you need to solve.
Yeah.
All right. So now, let's get into the last thing we're going to talk about today. Am I the a-hole for paying for my son to go to college and not my older kids? I have 3 kids, Annie, Ben, and Cal. Annie's 25, Ben is 23, Cal is 17. When Annie was going to college, she got an offer for her dream college. Unfortunately, they didn't offer enough financial aid that meant it was viable for her to attend, so she settled for her backup, which was still an Ivy League. But she was still upset for some time about not being able to attend her dream college. At the time, me and my husband couldn't support her at the dream school as we had crazy overhead costs. We did contribute what we could, but asked Annie to work part-time. Even after the financial aid, Annie worked a job to go towards her rent, and this has meant her studies suffered a bit. She even had to defer some of her classes to sit them in the summer, and she has now since graduated and landed a good job. Ben wasn't fussed about where he got into, and he did well at high school, got a full ride, and we didn't pay for his tuition. Occasionally, I sent him money to spend on himself. Cal is my youngest, and it has been a few years since Annie went to college. Me and my husband are in a better financial position to support where he wants to go. Cal got many offers and picked his first choice. He was eligible for some financial aid, but the majority will be out of pocket. As we didn't contribute for Ben's tuition, we are able to send Cal to a more prestigious school. When Cal announced this news at a family dinner, Andy got upset that Cal gets to go to his dream school and accused us of favorites. I tried explaining the situation was different. We can afford it now, as we didn't pay for Ben, so we can use it on Cal. We set aside equal thirds for the kids, but as our kids have grown, our savings for the youngest two have increased. Am I the a-hole? This one's a little bit of a
tricky one. I mean, I understand if you didn't have, like, the funds at the time, but it's also, like, if you are a parent, I mean, obviously, I don't know, so I'll, again, take what I say with a grain of salt because I'm not a parent, but my mom literally sacrifices, like, everything so that I can have, like, what she thinks I deserve. And if you're a parent, I think if you're son, daughter, whoever wants to go to this really nice school and they are smart enough to go, let them go. Like, try your best if you have to get a loan or whatever, because it's very hard to work all the time and go to school, and a lot of people do have to do that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I would see it the same way. Like, if that happened to me and I was Annie, I would be pretty pissed. What I would say is maybe find another way to financially help Annie. You know what I mean? Kind of make up for that. But that's a tricky one.
Yeah.
I just feel like there's no enemy there.
Yeah. I don't know. Because I understand it on both sides.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But
well, unfortunately, that one's a little up in the air, but why don't we just get right into hot or not? Okay, we can agree on hot or not. So, what are you bringing to the table today?
Ooh, I got some good ones, Madison. So first of all, let's talk about the not.
Okay.
Cropped hoodies. Why are they a thing? I used to do this all the time. If you're going to wear a hoodie, wear a hoodie.
Yeah.
Like, I understand wearing a cropped shirt because if it's hot out and you have short sleeves on, that's something different. But if it's, like, 30 degrees and you're like, I'm going to put on a cropped hoodie, your belly's showing.
Yeah. I mean, you're
like,
going to be cold.
What's the point?
I agree. From a utilitarian standpoint, not even from a fashion standpoint, it's just a little stupid.
And I used to do it. That's the thing. And I'm like, guilty.
Yeah.
All right.
I just think that I agree. That's all I can say on that.
All right. Now, what do I love? Cowboy boots. I love a good man and a good hat and some, what is it, like those flare jeans and the cowboy boots. Yeah. If you are a real cowboy, if you're like this city boy going around wearing that, what are you doing? Like, don't just wear it for fun. Like, I love when it looks good, it looks good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I also, shout out to women, love women. And the women who are wearing, like, a little dress with the cowboy, it's cute.
Oh, my God,
it's cute. And I don't know if you've seen it on TikTok. There's the, did your boots stop working? Yeah, that dance.
Song's everywhere.
Love it. And people are hating because it's like, your boots aren't broken in. Calm down. Don't be so negative. They're cute.
We're here for the positives.
Sometimes. Okay. So my not, I think a lot of people agree with this one. The ribbed jeans. You know what? Like this, it's mainly men who wear them, and it's like the jeans with the little ribs and the zippers and the.
Oh my God! At first, I thought you meant ripped jeans, and I was like, what?
No, ripped jeans are fine in proportion. What's the word of? Ripped jeans are fine. Ribbed, R-I-B-B-E-D.
That's what those are called?
Yeah, ribbed for no one's pleasure because they are ugly.
I agree. I hate those.
Stop wearing them. What you should wear instead, and this kind of is silly. corduroy.
Oh my
This is
God.
ribbed, but in a good way.
Madison would be the only one on here to come in here and say a corduroy.
I love corduroy. I don't know.
Hey,
Listen, I'm not wearing one today, but I wear these Patagonia corduroy hats. Shout out. They're the 5-panel corduroy. Love them things to death. Okay. I've seen people wearing more corduroy shorts, corduroy pants, and I love it.
You'll have to come in one day and put it over your headphones. Be like, hey guys,
Over
this is
the
my
headphones
corduroy.
is crazy.
This is my corduroy.
But no, wear the corduroy, skip the ribbed jeans. Stop. Okay.
Yes. And that ends our Hot or Not segment, and that is basically all we have for today.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and like I said, it's First Amendment week, and if you want this awesome shirt with a curse word on the back, guess in the comments what curse word's on the back of this shirt. No, I'm kidding. They will be available tomorrow at the Powell Corner for EKU's pop-up protest for $15 for First Amendment week.
Yes.
We're celebrating all week, First Amendment.
And if you guys have a question, please put it in the Google form in the comments, or go in the Eastern Progress Instagram bio and fill it out there. And we will catch you guys next time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye.